Hi, I'm Bill, and today I'm going to talk to you about what I got out of Genesis chapter 31. In Genesis chapter 31, I see the life of Jacob taking a turn. He's been working for his father-in-law, Laban, for the last 20 years, and Laban has been a really crooked employer that was always trying to trick Jacob out of his earnings. As we read in the last chapters, Jacob wanted to marry Laban's daughter Rachel, whom he really loved, but the only way that he was going to be able to marry her was if he worked for Laban for 7 years. That was the deal. And then, after that 7 years was up, Laban tricks Jacob and substitutes his other daughter, Leah, in Rachel's place. So Jacob is forced to work another 7 years to earn the right to marry Rachel. For the next 6 years, Laban is trying to steal Jacob out of all of his herds and his money. He's changed the wages of Jacob at least 10 times, as Jacob says. But Jacob finally sees that Laban is starting to look at him differently than he ever used to, giving him the old stink eye, for lack of better terms. And God reveals to Jacob that, hey, maybe it's time to pack your stuff up and get out of Dodge. Have you ever been in a situation out on the town with friends and you start to see things kind of going south and it might be becoming a little dangerous, and God is tapping you on the shoulder and he's saying, maybe it's time for you to leave the premises before someone gets hurt? Well, I think that's what Jacob was kind of sensing here and experiencing at this time. Not only with Laban, but with his sons also. So he tells Rachel and Leah it's time to pack up their things and maybe move back with his family. He explains this to Leah and Rachel. They go along with it wholeheartedly because they can see a difference in the way their father's even looking at them. He's kind of changed their view on them, and he sees them differently also. Laban is looking at them like foreigners rather than daughters. In spite of all the trickery and deceit, God has continued to bless Jacob in his labors, allowing him to amass a large herds in supernatural ways. And I think Jacob was always a hard worker and was doing things as unto the Lord. In the same way, I see ourselves doing the same thing if we choose. In spite of what's going on around us, God can still bless us. Have you ever had employers that you felt that were trying to cheat you, or even family members and friends that were constantly trying to take advantage of you? I believe in giving $1 worth of labor for $1 worth of wage, because when it comes right down to it, the employer or my family or my friends are not my boss. It is God that we are ultimately working for and trying to please. We're to use our time and our talents and to be good stewards with the fruit of our labors that God has blessed us with. And we can be sure that God will meet all of our needs in spite of the crookedness and the corruption that we can face in our daily lives. And I would say that on the other hand, if you're one that's constantly trying to take advantage of others and use them for your own gain, stop it. Repent and change your direction and make amends. Do the right thing. As I always used to tell my kids, just do the right things. It's not rocket science. And God will not only meet your needs, I bet that He'll bless you above and beyond all that you ever expected God to do. Thanks, and have a great day. Bye.